Hello. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? My name's Daniel Inskeep. Glad you're here. Good morning, Wookie. What's up, John Kedron? How you doing? Dan, Lexit, Miguel, what's going on? What up, what up? Lexit, liking the stream so I don't forget. Good looking out, Lexit. Thank you. What's up, Gaines Hunter? How you doing? Happy Capital Preservation Friday. It's Friday already. Wow. Mini Penny Packer, what's going on? What's up, Jose? Good troll, Jose. Good troll. What up, Slee? Heyo. All right, well, what's going on with the market? Great question. Glad you asked. This, where we bounced, like, to the tick, is just this, I had already up on my charts from yesterday. It's just the 15-minute open, I believe. So it's the 50% retracement of the 15-minute open. So that ended up being a good spot to bounce, I guess. Seems a little random, could be, but it's also right around the 100 level. You know, we're going to open up here in about a minute. And gosh darn it, we're awfully close to VWAP. Someone should tally how often that's happened in the last like 3 weeks. Today I got Funded Futures Network set up with EdgeClear, which is this platform you're looking at. My face is covering it, so I'll probably have to move my ass out of the way here. Then I'll just resize this probably. There you go, fresh 50K account. What up, Barshop? How you doing? Trader Fath, what up? So you can see tiny little P&L there, or you know, the balance. This is a 50K Funded Futures Network, which has end of trade trailing drawdown. Okay, so I can't go making $1,000 and giving it all back. I mean, that would put me in a lot of trouble, right? So it's realized, but it is intraday realized. So I gotta get used to that, I guess. So something to look out for. Markets are open. Let's end the week strong. It's 1,200 max on those 50Ks. I was just refreshing on the rules here. So there's like a consistency rule was 25%, right? Passing 4 days on this thing. And you got to make, what, 3K? So 3K divided by 4, right? So the most I want to make is, what, 700 something? Is that correct? Spike up to VWAP on the open there. Oh, yeah, it's the Express account. That's right. Take Profit Trader's your favorite, Jason? Maybe I'll try him again. I tried him once a long time ago just with some evals. Yeah, 750. That's the number. Cool. Oh yeah, the rhythmic settings. Yeah, I'd have to. I'll just be careful. Grizz, you're banned from trading them. You talking about? Wait, are you talking about Funded Futures Network? Tom asks, has anyone tried Trade Funder? No. Oh, Take Profit Trader. Why are you banned from trading them? If you're consistently struggling to make a profit with your current strategy, what is the first thing you change? Well, I just look at the stats. What do the stats tell me? First, the easiest thing you change is find out if there's like a time of day that you shouldn't be trading. Any journal should tell you stats by hour or something like that. So, you know, when I was trading stock options, I was new to it. I would trade power hour, and I would think that power hour meant we were going to get good movement. That's what I thought. And so I lost a lot of money during power hour. So first thing I did back then was I stopped trading power hour. In fact, I pretty much stopped trading the afternoon session. That's the easiest thing you can change. Other than that, like for me, it's like plugging little holes in my discipline. Anytime I get a little tilty, it's just like shutting down. The other thing I'm trying to do is just be more restrictive on days where price action is not that great. I just, instead of getting a massive loss, I'm just trying to not trade so much. Take 0 trades. All right, so through VWAP, currently sitting on it. Let's see if we get a blast off here. We got 4-hour supply up around 174. We can keep an eye on. No, I'm not copy trading accounts. I'm just trading one at a time right now. All right, up and down through VWAP. I see Grizz. Yeah, I think Take Profit Trader has a slow support response time. And I mean, I asked them a basic ass question 3 weeks ago or something. I don't know if they ever responded. How many funded accounts now? It's just the Tradeify Lightning funded. I was thinking about trying Apex one more time. I really want redemption going into the end of the year with Apex. I just want a little bit. I just want like at least one great payout from Apex. That's all. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't think so. So I'm still kind of determined to redeem myself. Yeah, Riley. I think so too. I think I can do that. I can get base hitty. I can do base hits. I know I can. So that's why I think like I did it before, you know. I don't even remember what I was trading like back then really. I don't think it was that different. It's just I must have been grabbing the quick money, you know. Normally I try like 10 Apex accounts normally. You're trading micros for sure, I remember. Okay, maybe that was a secret. I mean, I still have some of those live streams I can pull up and look at. Whew. What was your favorite side hustle before you found trading? Nah. I mean, YouTube started off as a side hustle, so maybe that. I don't know. I don't mind print on demand if you're just like paying attention to like what's going on in the zeitgeist and quickly making a design. But you know, print on demand is like a little lower quality, and I don't really want to make a bunch of products that end up in landfills in like 6 months. But I mean, I still have some print on demand shirts that have lasted years, so that's why I think it's all right. Okay, so ES into PDH into 400 supply there. NASDAQ, you know, we got divergence as usual here, so NASDAQ's just a little bit slower to get off the ground here. I don't think we'll have 10 o'clock news today because the government shut down. So I don't think we'll get top of the hour numbers. What's up, Johnny? Been following my journey for years. Are you profitable over time? Over time, yeah, I've always been profitable. I've never been in the red with trading, but that's pretty rare. It's not because I'm awesome. It's because I was lucky with my timing when I got into it and was smart enough to take some money out. And then it helped pay for my tuition, the market tuition. Arshad, we get like one government shutdown at least per president. Sometimes many more. Just depends. So yeah. Any plans for the weekend? I don't know. Watch a little football. Steelers aren't bye this week, so that's kind of boring. But the game yesterday was fun. I had a couple bets. I had this one bet. It was I posted on Discord. It was a 5-leg parlay for yesterday's Thursday Night Football, if you care about that. But I needed the tight end to catch at least 1 more yard receiving, and I needed Christian McCaffrey to get like 4 more yards receiving. And luckily, at the very end, it went into overtime and back-to-back passes to both my guys. So I ended up that was a plus like 1,600 odds bet. So that was a nice little payout. Yeah, no T1 trading on Funded Futures Network for the buffer building or sim funded. What do you think about Tory trades? Good for her. Sounds like she's doing well for herself. Well, classic double top here on NASDAQ. ES into VWAP. Let's see if that can hold. Or we can go move lower. I'm not making fun of her. No. I just think it's funny, the idea of having like a course about trend lines. I don't know what she sells, but I just thought it was funny that the idea of like when I draw a trend line, of me like being like, you want to know how I did that? When you're connecting, just a straight line connecting A, B, C. So that's why I started making that joke. Tori's not a day trader, so that's why she shouldn't be promoting any prop firm. I mean, I like trend lines though. Trend lines are fine. It's all part of the puzzle of price action. Take little pieces here and there and put together something that you can trade. Kevin, I'm frustrated with this price action. I'm sick of it, to be honest, and I find it very frustrating as well. Make more videos about betting. I don't know. The problem is, I don't know. I like sports betting personally. I think it's fun. But I know that people do get addicted to gambling. I don't necessarily, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be part of that. I think to me, trading is different. It's a skill that you can learn. And, sports betting to me is actually more of a crapshoot than trading. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to promote it too much, It's just, I don't know. I just know people struggle with sports betting specifically. And I don't want to encourage them to use their mortgage money or whatever, rent money. But I'm not writing it off completely, because I personally like doing it, and I think you should do whatever you want with your money. But people are struggling. I don't necessarily want to be like, look how lucky I got. Is there not statistic backed strategies in sports betting? I don't really know enough, but look, I've watched sports enough to be like, this is so freaking random, man. Like, just certain players pop off randomly, and you're just like, all right, like, okay. What's up, Money? How you doing, man? So VWAP did give us a bounce there on ES. Trading strategies is just do the opposite of what I think it makes sense, and it works every time. With sports betting, you don't think the NFL is rigged? Not really, no. I don't really buy into that so much because I think it's just too competitive and there's too much money involved. Which, like, think about the owners, these billionaire owners, and think about how much more money they make when their team goes far. Like, I think that's too, I think conspiracy theories can be fun, but like, I'm generally like, it's Occam's razor. The simplest solution or the simplest answer is oftentimes the correct one. Better odds with single player sports. See, I've never, I just don't know enough about single player sport. Like, I don't watch. The only thing I bet on is football and then basketball, because even basketball I don't really pay attention to, so I'll just like tail other people's bets. But it was fun. It's fun. It was fun betting on basketball too. But with sports, I like doing it like with football, just to add a little bit of interest to it. It makes it a little bit fun. I'm not betting anything I can't afford to lose. $5, $10, $25 sometimes, but I'm not doing a whole lot there. All right, so NASDAQ is now into VWAP. Hanlon's razor is pretty good too. Never assigned a mouse, which can be adequately explained by stupidity or incompetence. I've heard that before. I didn't know that there's a term for it, but that's good. Is Dan trading? Not this. What am I going to trade here? Ugh. What is there? I have no desire to trade this right now. Looks like hot garbage. So I'm just waiting it out. Barshav, your brother walked into the room and said, saw your heat map and said, you're still doing the glitch thing? Yeah, heat map always gets people. David, you're 9 days away from your wedding. I don't know if you remember, but I said I proposed 5 months ago in chat. That's awesome, man. Hope you have a great time. Hope it's awesome. A lot of fun. Hope you got a great photographer. Jose, you can't access prop from Gorilla? I just did this morning. It's working right now for me. I'm sorry that's giving you problems, man. I don't know. I got a developer looking at it today. We'll see if there's anything strange going on with it, but I don't know, man. Do you want me to compare something for you and send it to you, or? Sorry it's causing you problems though, man. I tried my best. What's the glitch thing? The glitch thing is he's just talking about the heat map. Access it mobile, not PC. What browser are you using, Jose? I tried it on Firefox this morning. Let's try Chrome. Chrome may be giving problems here. It's not loading right away. There it goes. Okay, it loaded on Chrome. It just took a minute. Oh. Chrome and Edge, yeah. Should work. What country are you in, Jose? In the U.S.? UK? Okay. Well, anyone else in the UK in chat, will you do me a favor? See if you can go to propfromgorilla.com and see if it works for you on a computer, and just let us know. Okay, Trent already did. Gorilla just loaded instantly for me. Okay, loads it fine. Jose, I think you're just special, man. You're special. I work good center. I think enough people already did it. I just want to make sure. It's hard to deduce, you know, what's going on. Gains Hunter said it works. I don't want to use it. I just want to help you with traffic. I appreciate it, Jose. I appreciate it. But don't stress about it. Marco says, thanks for prop from Gorilla. There aren't many prop firms available in South Africa, so it allowed me to actually find the best one. Hey, glad to hear, man. Maybe it's the ad blockers, and maybe. How is Prague, Dan? Other than getting locked out of your XFAs. Traders Nest, good morning. How you doing? So we got PDH on NAS up ahead. Maybe we can get a little blast through there if ES continues its strength too. Maybe NASDAQ can get its act together. Grind a little higher. Oh, 9:45 PMI was released? Okay. That's interesting. Nice. I'd like to go to Prague. Looks beautiful. I wanted to go there ever since I saw the Italian Job. Right? Isn't he in Prague at some point? Donald Sutherland character. Doesn't the opening scene with him where he calls Charlize and he's in Prague, I think. Apparently, Jim Cramer averaged $10 million a year for 14 years as a hedge fund manager. Currently makes $5 million a year yelling on CNBC. I guess they're yelling. I guess the yelling is less stressful than managing money. Well, you know what? It's definitely easier. You know, definitely an easier gig. Yeah, I got to do some more like central. I'll call it. Is Prague considered Eastern Europe? It's kind of central, but Central Europe stuff. I haven't been there in a while. It's been a lifetime. 19 years. Gains Hunter yells and manages simulated money. Not so different than Kramer, except I don't think you're on TV. And I don't think you're making $5 million a year, but if you are, you gotta let me know your secret. Yeah, isn't there like a inverse Kramer ETF that someone made? Yo, Sebastian, what up? Man, Nas is just kind of bouncing around this range here, which is all right if you like scalping ranges. Problem is, it does feel like it can break one way or the other any second, just because it's still early, right? And ES is in a bit of an uptrend, so you know I don't necessarily mind buys down here. Just because ES is in the uptrend, I like that better than shorting, and just given the overall trend. So I might look to throw one on here if we can kind of hold this the range. Scalping range is really scary. Yeah, I know. I agree. Yeah, see, it's already breaking lower here. Parshav is just a link on Bookmap. Okay, again, VWAP on ES. If NAS can just get back in this range, I might try the long, but if we are going to break under VWAP on ES, I do like looking for more downside. Overnight lows at 73, good target as usual. If you recall yesterday, did I not call the bottom? Did I not call the low of day as it was happening? I think I did. Wish I would have profited off that. Daniel, low of the day Lewis. Low of day Lewis. I get it. That's good. I like it. Yeah, Grizz, I've done that too. Where you try to trade 5 micros and then it's not linked with your actual chart. And then you trade 5 minis. Happened to me. I think Project X might be the biggest culprit of that happening. Excuse me. There's some news, I guess. News did come out, so a little jab lower just before overnight lows. So those have not been hit yet. So that was PMI, I guess. PMI still, whoever reports that, they're working today. So good for them. Now let's see if we can actually get a good sweep of overnight lows and then maybe work our way down to the lower end of the 25K range. Okay, there we go. There we go. Through overnight lows. That's why it's scary to play the range. Eddie, you got 5 scale plans on MFFU. Gonna try to actually take these counts seriously. I hope you use code Dan. Usually I just do the minimum to get a path and blow them. Yeah. So they got the new add-on I mentioned yesterday, right? For scale plan. Let me refresh my memory while I'm watching here. If we can reject, I would like to see more downside. So we'll see. See if we can get a little pullback. I could sell short. So core plan, and then aren't you supposed to add something or something? Oh, the flex add-on. That's okay. That's not on the core plan. I thought it was on the core plan. That's on the scale plan. I'm getting confused. Scale plan add-on. I still like the core plan though. Core plan's really solid. The only thing is, I just don't. I want more platforms for my funded features. That's my only beef. Moving lower, moving lower. Yeah, Gray's moved over to trade day, yeah. He says not as smooth as Top Step X's Project X. Yeah, I don't know how they... I don't know if there's like a difference or not. Seems like it. I think I tried Trade Day with Project X, yeah. And there's one other one I was doing. The Features Desk with Project X. Eddie, what platform do you trade on for My Funded Features? Tradeovate? Isn't that a pain in the ass with copying? Just because you can't do bracket orders? Okay. So I'm going to watch here as ES. If ES can get a retest of VWAP, rejection, we'll see where NAS is. Maybe around the 100 level. Could be a good short. I've gotten used to just quickly placing a stop TP. The problem is, I do that too, right? But then I'll forget about the other, you know, let's say my take profit hits, I'll kind of forget I have a stop, you know? And then that order's still active. Dan, I hope you used my link, man. Support the channel. Make all this streaming worth it. Add a tier list to who uses your code the most. I want endless shirtless counters. I don't know if I can see it. Some affiliate platforms will show like the email of the person or their name or just like part of their email. I don't think I'm not sure Trade Day shows me who. What's up, Lupac? How you doing? No real plans this weekend yet. No, you can't use your own code. You're not allowed to refer yourself. I wish, man. It'd be nice to get that discount on everything I ever buy. Okay, ES is into VWAP. I was hoping NASDAQ would get the bounce to 100. Not yet. I still kind of want to look for a pop here on NASDAQ to sell short. Probably not going to get a pop on NASDAQ at all. Dang. Does anyone else feel like when they're being really patient for an entry, they don't get it? And then when you just mark it in, you get that pullback to your entry? I feel like that happens to me consistently. When I'm like, all right, no, I'm going to wait for the pop, then get in. Everyone says, oh, just enter where your stop would be. Okay, well, guess what? I'm not getting any of these fucking trades. Oh, man. That sucks. Yeah, yesterday, yesterday felt like that. And then, like, as soon as I ended the stream, I just went long and easy money, quick trade. It's just like, I don't, whatever. Sometimes adding the stream makes it harder too. You don't necessarily want to be like, look impulsive to a group of people, while you're streaming. And you don't want to take losses really either. You don't really want to have a bunch of losses. It's not very fun. He says the Gaslight Anthem. They're a band. Or it's just a long sleeve actually, not a hoodie. That's true, Jake. You don't. I hate when they're like, when there's this much divergence between them. I don't like it because it makes for choppier moves. When ES is sustaining value higher and NAS is trying to put new lows in, like, you just don't get the clean moves. I don't really like that. When you want to know if 25K is better than 50K? All right, well. All right, let's look. I mean, I can just go to their site, but I'll do it on my site because my site's better. We'll just compare Apex with Apex. All right, so we'll load up the 25K plan. We'll load up the 50K plan. Okay. Is it really 1500 trailing drawdown? That doesn't seem. Something seems. Did I fat finger that in? I gotta make sure this data is correct here. No, that's correct. Okay. So yeah, I think for all intents and purposes, a 25K is more favorable because your drawdown matches your profit target. I think that's the only plan where that's the case. So yeah, the 25K would be, in theory, the easiest one. Yeah, 1-to-1. That's as good as you can get from a funding firm. You trade the funding ticks? I have not yet traded funding ticks. I know some people in chat have. Eddie. Who was the other guy? Was it Dan trading funding ticks? Who was trading funding ticks? Tech is one of the worst performing sectors in the S&P today. Small banks, utilities, and health that are ripping. That's causing a divergence. Dan's been stacking 1K payouts with him. Nice. The thing I don't like about TickTick is it seems like overly complicated. Did you manually collect and put in data for the website? Yes. Parshov helped me. We have this sheet. It's like this tables of a bunch of columns for every plan for everything that we all went in and typed in. It's a massive pain in the ass. Yeah, Features Desk lets you customize it. That's true. That's true. 4K target with 6K drawdown. That's what I like about Features Desk too, is you can really customize it pretty nicely. We're still doing more, folks. That's right. Still got more firms to add. It's also really dumb now, man. Trust me. I tried doing it other ways, but guess what? ChatGPT is not good enough. I tried ChatGPT, I tried Claude, and the problem is this information is not standardized. The naming conventions sometimes differ, and I tried, but the thing is, you still have to go through and check their work manually, anyways, which makes it just make more sense to just do it from scratch, anyways. Trust me. Like, you still have to go, verify line by line that the numbers are right, and so at that point, it's just easier to not. It's easier to go from scratch. Yeah, I mean, I have the latest version of ChatGPT, yeah. And it will do like other stuff to help. Like when I get all the tradable instruments for each firm, I have those in like this very little sexy table here. And so I have ChatGPT, I copy and paste from the site and say organize it by the type, and put it in a list that I can copy and paste. So that helps me. And so it definitely comes in handy, but like for the plans themselves, just have to just do it. And it's such a pain in the ass. Like when I had it do it, like, so originally I was like, here's all the information I want from each firm. And I gave it a list of firms. I said, here's all the information I want. Turn it into like a CSV. And I did, and it was sometimes it does great, right? But then the problem is other times it doesn't know. It feels so stupid, right? So you're just like, well, I guess I got to check all this work, so it's not really saving me any time. All right, there's the 100 level I wanted to see tested earlier. All right, this is a funded futures eval. Took a short. A little preemptive here. 20 points of risk. Most companies use AI for their data provided. I know, it's annoying. AI is actual Indian. Wookie, were you short and then the bounce killed you? So let's see if I get to move my way. 40 points is too much, actually. We said 725 is how much I want to make. 725 divided by 20, 36 and a quarter points. Let's see if I can get it precisely. I'll do like a little bit extra. 75.5. That can't be right. No, that is right. Oh, I was looking at my stop loss on my entry. Duh. So 55 point. Yeah, this should be about right here. Add a little extra for commissions. So let's see if we get the flush down to 54.5. Well, this is a 50k eval, so this is a good example. Do you try and pass as fast as possible? Yes, I do. I ain't wasting time anymore. I gotta get to the funded stage quickly. That's what I want to do. Don't want to dick around in the eval land. Yeah, Grizz, I did watch the game. I kind of talked about it. I posted check general chat on the Discord. I was talking about how this 5-leg parlay I had, the tight end Jake Tongas, is that how you say it? And Christian McCaffrey just needed, like, Tongas needed 1 more yard receiving, and McCaffrey needed like 4 or 5 or something like that. And going into the end of the game, I missed it, but then that went into overtime, and then they both got passes, and I was able to get a 1600, plus 1600 bet hit there. So that was pretty sweet. Excuse me. I'm gonna update the Streamlabs code. I think it's for either Parshav. Okay. Exclamation point Discord in chat will also give you a Discord link. I just updated it, so it should be right. I have Devontae Adams on my fantasy team, and man, he doesn't, like, he gets a lot of those like 15-yard, 20-yard catches, but like anytime they throw to him in the end zone, not anytime, because he gets a fair amount of TDs, but like if it's like a tough catch, I feel like he's a little too old to catch those. Like he usually just draws a pass interference or something, which is annoying, or just doesn't get it. But he got a lot of looks. I wish I had Puka on my team, though. He scores so many fantasy points because he gets so many targets, and we're in a half-point PPR league, so it's not bad. All right, still live. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Eddie, what are you talking about? Keeneland? Are you betting on horses? Ponies? You know why? Devontae Adams hasn't been the same since he put a Taco Bell in his house. He just hasn't. And I'm not afraid to say it. I try to be controversial here. Horse racing track? Alright. Horses are beyond me, man. Like that's like next level betting. I wonder if I got to do more limit orders, because the entry is great. Limit orders is kind of scary because you have to really trust your levels and trust the price action. It can be hard to do. Starting to move a little bit more volatility here. Speeding up a little bit. That was a limit order, I think, right, guys? Maybe it was a... Did I market it on that? I thought it was a limit, but maybe it was... Maybe I just don't even remember. Oh, no, it wasn't market. It says right there, sold market. All right. Well, either way, it was like a... You know, I didn't get like a rejection confirmation or something like I normally want, because sometimes it's hard to catch those. If it rejects hard, then you feel like, well, you missed your optimal entry. But, you know, a limit order would have been even sweeter, you know? All right, close to the max profit for this eval. Let's see if I can hit it. Don't stall out here at the lows. Don't do it. At this point, I'm already pretty close. I think I do have to trail. I don't have to get it all in one trade. And it makes sense to bounce here. ES is still above VWAP, so... I want 725 G-Man. Just looking to get max profit on this eval. All right, Grizz. Have a good time at the gym. Catch you later. Have a good weekend, too. Don't like the look here on ES. All right. Well, $200. Not what I wanted, but it's a start. Nice job, G-Man. Up 800 for the day. Not bad. Biggest payout I've had in 20... Nothing crazy like the other guys. Not like you see on social media. What was it, like 2,600 maybe? I don't remember. Mid 2000s, I think. Maybe 2,400, 2,600. I don't remember, something like that. I got some work to do going into the end of the year. Gotta do some work. Want to get some payouts. End the year strong. How do you try to find the correlation between ES and Q? What do you look for? Well, basically, I'm just looking for a few things. Because they can inform the other. And like I was saying earlier, like when they're not correlated, you don't get as clean of moves, right? So if the tech sector is kind of dragging, but other sectors are propping up the ES, NASDAQ's just not going to get... It's not going to drop as cleanly, you know? So... in this case, you know, when I see like when ES is like holding like bear flagging essentially bull flagging on top of VWAP and I'm short NASDAQ, I really doubt that I'm going to get the drop, you know, because I think if ES gets the pop there, NASDAQ's probably not going to drop. So basically, I like the other thing, let's say they are kind of correlated, but so let's say they're both bear trending. And ES is coming into like a demand zone, and I'm short NASDAQ, but I'm targeting lower. Well, I'm going to be like, well, hold up here. We have a demand zone on ES that could give us a bounce. Maybe I do want to scale off. Maybe I want to take profit here, just so I don't have to weather a bounce. So I am looking for like one to inform the other in that respect. Yeah, Gabagool, he thinks Rachel's going somewhere, so he got pretty excited. Starts barking his head off. Another hitting the 100 level there on NAS, and another rejection. Now ES is at its highs too, so it's a good spot now for us to finally get that drop. I just really need ES to kind of follow through here. Look at the 5-minute chart. Very disgusting. That is... Looks like an insect. It's one of the most disgusting freaking 5-minute charts I've seen lately. And there's been some disgusting ones. Man. Yuck. think with the way I trade, you don't micro scalp, payout denial should be less. What do you mean? I don't get denied any payouts. Are you saying it's good that I won't be like, they won't question it? Who's the big daddy between ES and NQ then? ES is the big daddy, unfortunately. Oh, I'm the big daddy. That's right. Well, I thought you meant besides me, because it's obvious. Other than, obviously, you, Dan. If you have to ask who the big daddy is, chances are it's you. That's how the sayings say. Whose razor is that? That's somebody's razor. It's like Notorious B.I.G.'s razor. Have I tried take profit trading? Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Just did the evals for a few days. This was back in the spring, I think. May, maybe. Okay, so NASDAQ, to me, it looks like it could get the pop to VWAP if ES is doing some work here at the highs, putting in new highs and not just getting smacked down. I would expect it to at least retest this previous area of support. So we'll see though, because if ES does get a rejection here at the highs, I would expect NASDAQ to then head on lower. MFFU over take profit? Yeah, probably. Just depends on what your goals are. Like take profit trader, like what you get daily payouts and stuff, but you're gonna have intraday trailing drawdown. My fund of futures, you could do the pro account. Otherwise, you're gonna get a little smaller payouts. But I mean, I love my fund of futures. I think it's just solid to get some. The rules are easy. It's pretty clean. It's just easy to like get going and get some payouts. Not break the bank with the fees or anything. But you're also not going to get massive payouts, unless you trade the pro account, which allows up to 100K in payouts. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? Okay, if this is a rejection here, maybe the short's back on for NASDAQ. Again, same level as before that I shorted. You can take a payout even if profits don't have the buffer. So you have to have the minimum payout on my fund of futures is $250, I recall. You have to make. I want to make sure I say this correctly. You know what? This is just going to be easier to go straight to the horse's mouth with. Okay, so you just need 5 winning days, right? For the 50K core plan, it's a $100 net profit, 5 winning days of that. And then the minimum withdrawal is $250 and the max is $1,000. Okay? Just keep in mind that after the first payout, your max loss is going to lock at your starting balance plus $100. Doing what to the horse's mouth? Going straight to it, man. You know how horses' mouths be. Very toothy. All right, well, this looks like some garbage. I'm going to grab, I think Parshov had the right idea. I'm going to go grab some coffee. I'll be right back. Well, looks like we are going to get that retest here, this support. Maybe VWAP. How's Carmine doing today? I don't know. He's doing a voice chat, so I can't listen in. Yeah, you know, sometimes my kryptonite is really wanting to, with evals, is just trying to get it all done in one trade, and that's just, you're kind of just going off P&Ls instead of the chart, and you know, obviously 10 points is better than none, but you know, left a lot of meat on the bone there. About 20 points. All right, so we'll see here what happens at VWAP. ES is just This is just all-time highs, so that's boring as hell. Well, I meant like I left 20 points on the table in the sense that like when we're coming into this the lows here, I'm like, not a bad place to take profit. When especially when ES is just sustaining over VWAP, so. But obviously, you know, you get the drop to your profit target. You're like, why did I take profit early? You know, so it's one of those things. It's obviously a lot easier to say in hindsight. So a sweep of overnight lows and this kind of the way ES is doing. Honestly, I do expect NASDAQ just to make its way eventually back up to the highs of the day now. So we'll see. See if there's a potential trade on the table for this. Here's VWAP. Still in those Q puts. They expired today and they're going to be worthless. So no other options plays that I see yet. It's not really a swing trading environment for me. Yeah, end of trade's way better than intraday. Yeah, Parshov definitely. And we had what, 257, is that it? 267 maybe? Orders hit there at the highs on ES. What does end of trade mean? It means it's realized profit is what the drawdown's going off of. So it is calculating intraday, but based off the realized P&L, not the unrealized P&L. So it makes it a lot easier. You can still hold trades to your target. You know, you don't have to worry about it retracing on you and you're giving up drawdown. I'm interested in a long here. I think ES could use a pullback, and obviously I'd rather get NAS lower too. But I mean, this could change. I just think that right now Long side makes sense. Chat, you guys like anything? Any setups you're eyeing? Let me know. Perfect price action for house chores for you today. Oh, yeah. I would love some different price action. It's a rejection point for you on NASDAQ. Too bad ES is leading today. Yeah. I'm looking for it to reclaim VWAP, work its way back up to the highs. Sending your long 25 120. Good for 145. Okay, good luck. I'll consider a long down here at 107-ish. Maybe I can get a, maybe we can dip a little bit lower, but do I like this enough? I think I do. Let's see if I can get filled at 101.5. I'm gonna cancel a trade here. Yeah, partial. Good looking out. 700 block there. Hitting the ask, and we're not really. Yeah, that's what made me kind of not like this as much. Would have gotten the fill there. I had 101.5. Looks like, well, I don't know if I would have gotten filled. We ticked it. Might have had to go past 101.5. So let's see if I regret taking off that limit order or not. To me, this kind of price structure to me looks like we will get the pop through VWAP. But I am being a little hesitant just because I don't like that ES is just has hasn't really pulled back at all. I'd much rather ES be around this region and see that hold, and then, you know, then go for the long. To me, it's too easy for it to pull back. So here I would be in some drawdown and wondering if I made the right decision or not. Man, chat, you guys are quiet today. I thought this kind of price action would be like, well, might as well chat because this price action sucks. But I think it just made you guys leave your computers and go elsewhere around your house. Maybe you're doing work. That's fine. I can talk to myself and Parshav. Yeah, Kevin, that's fine. I understand that completely. Oh, okay. There's the natural. What up? How you doing? 11 points on along with ES. Nice, Will. Nice Senna. Sounds good. Wookie, you're still here? All right, all right. Just checking in. Sometimes it feels like you're talking to nobody, you know? P shenanigan, you talking to, or digging yourself out of a hole. Fair enough. We've all been there. Excuse me. Kind of like the buy better now with that little dip. I don't know if I love it, but I like it. Yeah, Carmine's he's in a voice chat. What's up, Corey? Trading's been going pretty good. All right, we'll try this here. Still got a pretty good entry compared to the 101.5 I wanted earlier. Looking for a push here up to VWAP. Around 130 should give me the max profit for the eval today. Yeah, YouTube doesn't, they're not good at showing you like people that you haven't like watched lately. Like it very quickly will adapt, you know, change your algorithm. So if I take a break from streaming and so you don't see my videos for like 2 weeks, it's gonna assume you moved on. Like that's how it feels. Well, Parsha, didn't we say it was 725, right? For max profit. So I gotta make 3,000 in 4 days. $750, yeah, okay. Can never move on from you, Dan. You're stuck in our hearts and minds forever. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. But some people have moved on. But that's all right. It's the way life goes. Gotta get the Twitch, bro. Okay, chat. If you would be so kind, if you have a second, just answer this poll for me real quick. Should I multi-stream to Twitch? So if you watch here on YouTube, shouldn't make a difference to you. But it would also go live on Twitch at the same time. We'd have Twitch chat too. Oh yeah, whatever happened to Olivier? Annual Inskeep hasn't been around in a minute, yeah. How much was the last payout? I think the last payout was my fund of futures. Was 1,000? It's just one account. My fund of futures. I just want to know if it's worth the hassle to multi-stream to Twitch. Seems like a minor hassle. Gotta make 550 for this trade. Yep. Should be right there. Should be pretty accurate. I love the P&L ladder on the price axis there. I was trading in September. It's pretty good. Pretty solid. I improved in a lot of ways, which is being more disciplined about not trading specific days where I didn't like the price action. $560, so that's about as good as I can get. Some commissions and stuff. Should be good. Gotta get through VWAP though. If we reject here, I gotta take it off. ES is way over VWAP. I know, but with NASDAQ at VWAP, it's already rejected pretty cleanly there before. So that's what I'm eyeing. Like if NASDAQ VWAP and ES is topping out, you know, I think this trade's done. But if we can keep grinding on ES, get the pop here on NASDAQ, should be Gucci. Wouldn't multi-streaming just cause more lag on the stream? I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. I mean, if it did, obviously I would stop doing it. Gonna be VWAP chop for the next 2 hours? Well, don't say that. You're gonna manifest it. This is going to be a really clean move to my profit target. Trading is easy. Wow. It's crazy how many payouts I've had. Those are the affirmations we got to do. All right. That being said, I might just take profit. All right, a little bag here. All right. Clean trade, though, you know. I'm glad I took off the limit order and just marketed in a little later. It worked out really nicely. That was pretty clean. Are there any day trading streamers on Twitch? I don't think there's very many. That's why I never bothered looking into it. How much was that trade? I think it was 270 or so. It was 103 to 116. So it was a very slow 13 3/4 points. Zedia, nice. One more day of $150 until I get a payout with Top Step. Nice. Size down maybe. And, you know, just lock it in. Get it. Get paid. Congratulations. All right, let's see if we can get the push here. ES looking like it wants to jab higher. Let's see if NASDAQ can poke through VWAP finally. Do the trifecta, kick, Twitch, and YouTube? Yeah, I mean, I know there's like it's called Restream, I think, which should help you, help me, stream to multiple platforms at once. 1,200 buyers hit again? Wow, that's a lot of buying. Yeah, that's could be setting us up for a downside move here. I still want to see it pop. I still really want to see it pop VWAP here. Excuse me. Thing is, I like looked into Restream and I was like, I forget what I didn't like about it. Something was like maybe confusing about it, but I think it might make it easier on the system. All right. Just need another 280 bucks here. 14 points. Get the max profit on the eval. For now, it's a VWAP projection. For now, we're in a 10 o'clock hour here. Not the most fun price action to trade on NASDAQ. ES has been a lot cleaner. Kind of, if we do kind of get that move lower, wouldn't you just want to see a spike up first instead of just like no, let's just drop? I like to see the kind of like fake out. That makes me feel more confident in the move. Like if it spikes up and gets smacked down, I'm like, okay, here we go, shorts are on, let's go. I always like that a little bit more. But you can't always get what you want, I guess. Could we have a little inverse head and shoulders here? Could we? We sure could. There's a par shot posted. Yeah. Does seem to me we're definitely it has the feeling that there's a passive seller here just absorbing all those buy orders, right? That's what it seems like. kind of tempted to try to grab 14 points here. How to use trading view? Potato, just go to their help section. Every firm has like a platform setup section, you know? Pretty sure I've done it before. Just go to their help section, do platforms, go to trading view and see what they say. It'd be a lot easier than asking us, you know, asking chat. Okay, there's VWAP again. How's your day? You know, pretty good.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right. Spike up, smack down, short. Something like that. Or just a short here. Maybe. Get a smack or pop up, smack down, short. Any plans for December holidays? That's too far away, man. I don't plan that far ahead. I don't even know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving, which is November. But, you know, I'll probably see some family. My sister's coming in from Hungary, so I'll see my sister. Are we going to get a pop-up or not? I don't know. So I'll try this short here. Botan, you what am I supposed to say to that? You're giving me a compliment, but then asking for one. No, she's got a boyfriend. Okay, just don't get any ideas over there in Budapest. Okay. All right. Stat Cat. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Whatever happened to what's his name with the dad jokes from Matt's chat? He doesn't come over here anymore. Tack. Yeah, Tachyon. He doesn't come over here anymore. What gives? I'm not going to be patient on this one. I'm going to be at break even here. Should be good. I mean, it feels pretty good. We're close. 5 points. 5 points. Come on. Look at these buy orders come in. Jeez. Should I just grab $100 and do it another trade? That's what I have to do? Come on. Just give me the drop here. There we go. Come on. Right there. Right there. All right. Very nice. All right. Honestly, I could probably use another point there for commissions and stuff. But yeah, pretty simple trades today on this account. Like, these are, you know, oh, that's funny. I didn't realize. I took a long to 116 and 3/4, and I shorted 116 and 3/4 to the tick. Didn't even realize that, but that's actually a little bit of range trading for me. You know, it's tight range, but very scalpy, and it worked out. That's 3 for 3 there on these smaller trades, doing the base hits. This is like Apex style. You know, that's how I got to trade Apex. For sure. So, all right. Good stuff. I can do those base hits. I can do that. Well, I don't know if the footprint chart gave me more clarity, but it definitely, I mean, I prefer the heat map look personally, but yeah, I mean, it was definitely good looking out there for that absorption. And that's how, you know, a lot of people ask, how do you use order flow? I mean, that's a really good, that's like a picture perfect. Why does Motivwave do this, man? It's like a picture perfect example of it. So, good stuff. Next Apex 9%, let's go for it. Yeah. Yeah, just remember the 30% negative unrealized P&L rule. I hate that rule. And that's just like a soft breach, right? Is that a soft breach rule? Where it's not like a you'll lose the account, is it? What up, Twisty? How you doing, man? I don't see you in chat so much anymore. Whose stream do you like better? Be honest. Whose stream, Twisty? And don't forget who gave you the free account. It's a payout denial? Oh, fuck. That's dumb as hell. I can't even do that math. So you have a $50,000 account. You're at 53,000. You can't lose more than $900. So don't use wider than a 20-point stop. Well, what if I'm trading micros though? So like, jeez, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that. In a single trade? Oh. Okay. Wait, just a single trade? If it's just a single trade, I can live with that because that's fine. Honestly, I read their freaking rules, and it's such a long-ass page. I think I even had ChatGPT summarize the 3.0 rules because it's just like, I don't even know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Why? Why do you gotta be so weird? Just be simple. But they let you have 20 accounts, so what are you gonna do, you know? Remember that risk can't be more than 5x your reward? I would never do that anyways. I would never have a 5 to 1 unless I'm being a freaking mad lad, and I would never do that. Okay, so I'm wondering if you know, NASDAQ gets another rejection here, and ES can get a nice little drop to VWAP, something like that. Long ass VWAP battle. Who's the one that said an hour or 2 hours of VWAP chop now? You manifested it, man. I wasn't gonna do that until you said that. I wouldn't be surprised if like they just both kind of dump here, you know? Volume's pretty abysmal, huh? A lot of liquidity there on ES for it to go gobble up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. There's that pop on NASDAQ that I wanted earlier. I don't need it now, man. Just correlate with NAS. Or I mean ES. Just correlate with ES now. Nobody cares about your pop higher. Oh, you're so cool. Shut up. Shut up, NASDAQ. Freaking loser. Said the guy talking to an index. All right. NASDAQ, give it up. Give up the ghost. We know you're fronting here. Dan's lost it. Years ago, my friend. Years ago. Excuse me. Just getting a little sector rotation or something. Come on. It's not very fun when they're so divergent, honestly. I don't really see a lot of edge in that. Are you even a trader if you don't talk to the screen? Well, if you don't yell at the screen. I mean, this is not a bad area. I mentioned this level earlier on ES. This is not a bad area for us to bounce at. So let's say we revisit this area, holds, you know, NAS is holding VWAP now. NAS can go to those highs still. What are you talking about, Parshav? Talking about Petrichor? Yeah, Miguel, short at 130, not a bad idea in my opinion either. I'm watching those, see if that potential, you know, what I just laid out could play out. I prefer the dump, honestly, but I would watch here just to see if both these indices find support here, we could get the bounce. That's what Petrichor is, Parshav. Bit of a $10 word for you. Yeah, well, you learn something new when you're in my stream, okay? I don't think other trader live streamers have that kind of vocabulary. No. They say words like stonk. Dildo. They don't say Petrichor. All right. Well. TVM can't even read his words. He might be dyslexic. Maybe he's dyslexic. And actually teaches you his trading Discord or his trading course midstream if you listen hard enough. Petrichor's S tier smell. Dude, it's tier list of all the smells, guys. I do want to see, like, if I could, not on the eval, not on the 50k eval, but like on this other account, I do kind of want to see if this trade could play out here. Oh my god, Jake, you're such a wild card, dude. Oh, so funny. Jake, I can tell you're a millennial just from your jokes, right? You're not Gen X. I know Kenya's capital city is 2,000 meters above sea level. Wow. No, I did not. Did you know I'm 800 feet above sea level, bro? Pretty crazy over here. Recognize. Just a pop higher. Pretty nice. So what I was talking about here, ES holds, NASDAQ holds, they can both kind of move in sync with each other. So far, seems to be happening. Dan, you didn't know that? You idiot. Thanks, Parshav. He says Dan has the best geography out of all Americans I met. I think I definitely am in the 99th percentile of Americans with geography. That I would bet. Most Americans never look at a map outside of North America. So, just saying. Let's test that with the game of GeoGuessr. I can't afford it, man. We're only at 100 viewers. Half of them are going to leave if I just load up GeoGuessr. All right, so this trade idea, kind of the right idea here, but a little late and a little low for the fill. Not bad. Not a bad thought. Do I know where Iran is? Yeah, dude. You've obviously never seen me play. Haven't we done that before on stream where I like load up a map and try to guess all the countries correctly? I haven't done a geography game since, like, I don't know when the last time we did it was, but maybe like June. So I am definitely a little rusty though. If you're in the 99th percentile, then you have the geography skills of second grade in America. Yeah. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Kevin? Do you not know how percentiles work? Or are you saying that to be that good is just the second grade education? Botan. Yeah, dude, if Botan's here, we play GeoGuessr, we would crush it. Yeah, it's a good time to like the stream. If this is moving without you, if you're waiting for your take profit to hit, or if you're waiting for your stop loss to hit, as Evan has said, pop in. Hit the thumbs up button. I keep forgetting it's Friday. This is some Friday shit in it, though. Gotcha, Kevin. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought you were doing. Who's doing the most fun thing this weekend? Who's got the best plans? Who's got plans I'd be envious of? There's a jab down for fun. Don't know what that's about. Riley, you're flying to Vegas. Nah, I don't really like Vegas. Texas State Fair for Kevin. Sounds hot and crowded. Brian? Is it right? Your name's Brian? Putting up Halloween decorations? Okay, it's October. I guess you're allowed to. It's fair. Jacob, you're pouring beer at the Indy Zoo? Wait, you live in Indy? Attending a wedding and it's open bar, says the one and only. Okay. Do you want to do a spooky Halloween horror movie? I don't really watch a lot of horror movies. Fort Wayne? Ugh. Sorry. Driving down to the brewery for the brewery I work at. Okay. Been to the Indy Zoo a bunch. Joe Russo's almost dead. Who's Joe Russo? That name's familiar. Is he a comedian? Joe Russo. Wookie, your head chef for a wedding on Saturday and Sunday? Sweet. Eddie going to is it Chagrin Falls? Chagrin Falls? Chagrin? It's like a Hallmark looking town. Nice. That sounds cool. What's everyone's go-to Christmas movie? In October? You want to talk about Christmas? Okay, fine. I mean, the one I watch every year is It's a Wonderful Life, but like, the one I look forward to watching the most is Home Alone. Who's your favorite comedian who does movies? I don't know. Like, do you mean... You said Jim Carrey, Kevin Hart. Like, Kevin Hart does stand-up, Jim Carrey doesn't. So do you mean, like, they don't have to be a stand-up comedian, just a funny person in general? By the time you're not doing anything, that sounds good, man. I love just chilling on weekends. Peter's back testing. Okay. Way to one-up us all, Peter. Just kidding. That's good. That's good. Yeah, see, I'm like I don't really like A Christmas Story for whatever reason. It doesn't like feel good. It's just like kind of like, ugh, you know. It doesn't hit me with the right vibes I want. Kevin, you plan on YOLOing all your evals at Market Open on Sunday? That's a crazy weekend. Nice. Not condoning it, but nice. I don't mind going heavy on evals. That's fine. Yeah, this. I thought NASDAQ was finally gonna get something together here, and it still might. But man, that was like felt like a Newswick or something that came down there. probably a lot of orders. Yeah. Excuse me. So we had 400 sell orders, 500 buys. Soon after, similar spot. We got to go higher from here, right, guys? Famous last words. The original Jumanji? That's not a Christmas movie. What are you talking about? I didn't bless you with view up chop. That was somebody else in chat, and I said, don't say that. I said, NASDAQ easily moves to my profit target, or something like that. All right. Well, look, if we're just going to be a little chopping garbagey price, might as well head out of here, right? Start the weekend. All right, guys. By the way, only half says I should multi-stream to Twitch. I mean, it makes sense. You guys are watching here on YouTube. You probably don't care much about whether I stream on Twitch or not, but thanks for voting in the poll. Maybe this weekend, compare some prop firms on Prop Firm Gorilla. Find out the best plan. Just saying. But thanks for hanging out this week. Hope you had a good trading week. I will see you guys all on Monday. Yeah, take care. See ya.